Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyana. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam adveṣṭā varshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashaadhyayinim Ambatva manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavatveshinim. O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Partha. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters. O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Chidbhavananda. Vasudeva sutam devam kansa chanura mardanam devaki paramanandam krishnam vande jagadgurum. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the Bhakti Yoga, 12th Adhyaya, the Yoga of Devotion. And Sri Krishna has very patiently, with great compassion, he has explained to us the different paths which can take a devotee, Godward, which can help devotee becoming one with the Lord. And he had of the various paths that he had shown. In the previous shloka that we read, he even put a hierarchical thing, which path is hardest, the toughest, and which is easier than that, which is superior to that. Likewise, Sri Krishna told us that Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat jnanat dhyanam vishishyate dhyanat karma phalatyagaha tyagat shanti nirantaram. Shreyo hi, verily superior, better is the path. Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat. Compared to the abhyasa that he has told, the abhyasa yoga, you remember he told us that you constantly practice, and there is also an interpretation of this abhyasa yoga as the ritualistic worship, the traditional ritualistic worship, with all those typical X number of ingredients, 16 ingredients or 8 ingredients or 5 ingredients. We do that ritualistic worship of the Lord day in and day out. Now Krishna says, better than that kind of abhyasa, better than that kind of ritualistic worship is the path of knowledge. Because what happens, we may be sitting, with the intention of focusing, placing our mind at the lotus feet of the Lord in that idol that we are worshipping. But our mind never goes there. We may be mechanically doing that puja, we may be mechanically doing that worship, we may be mechanically putting the mind at the lotus feet of the Lord, but the precarious mind, it knows to play its own tricks. It runs away, and therefore Sri Krishna says, do abhyasa, bring it back from where it has gone and put it again back onto me while you are performing that worship. That is the abhyasa yoga. But Sri Krishna now says, yes, that is also the path that Krishna had shown us. But Sri Krishna in this shloka says that jnana marga, the path of knowledge, is still better than that abhyasa. How many times, how many lives we will spend doing that? So better start studying the scriptures, better start studying the Upanishads, get to know what is, and then you try to become one with the Lord. That's what Sri Krishna says. That jnana marga, the path of knowledge, is better than the abhyasa, than the for formal practice, the constant practice. And better than knowledge is meditation, dhyana. Jnanat dhyanam vishishyate. Why to spend time reading all those scriptures and Upanishads and the Vedas to know what is Brahman, and then have some kind of a inkling, some kind of realization of what is Brahman, but still no realization as such. It is just that this study is just going to take us to the the bank of that huge ocean. We are still not jumping into that ocean. We are still not able to find what is Brahman. We can only know the theoretical aspect of the Brahman by all these scriptural studies, by gaining jnana. That will also take long time to have that ultimate realization. Then we muddle upon, then we contemplate upon all the jnana that we have received, and then one fine day, through the grace of the Lord, we may able to realize what is that ultimate Satchidananda, and we become one with the Lord. But Sri Krishna says, even superior to this path of knowledge is the path of meditation. Just focus your mind on me. That's it. You meditate upon me. You meditate upon that vast ocean. You meditate upon that vast space which I am pervading throughout. And you will come to me. So that path, Krishna says, is even superior, even better than getting onto the path of knowledge. So knowledge is better than abhyasa. Abhyasa, the practice, the ritualistic worship at the lowest step on this ladder. Then comes the step of jnana. Then comes the state of dhyana. And then finally Krishna says, dhyanat karma phala tyagaha tyagat chanti nirantaram. Better than even dhyana is karma phala tyaga, because we cannot, the embodied beings, they cannot avoid doing work. It is not that 24 hours we are sitting for meditation, meditating upon that lotus heart of the Lord. Not practical. We have to get involved in our worldly duties also, till the time we are embodied and till the time we are part of this whole creation. Till then we have to perform duties. We cannot run away from that. The sat karma, the karma that has come to our lot, we cannot avoid it. We cannot run away like Arjuna is trying to run away from that waging the war on the at Kurukshetra. So when we have to perform the regular duties, we cannot pay more attention either to abhyasa or to gain the knowledge, jnana, or to keep on meditating on Lord 24 hours. So Krishna says, even better than dhyana is the path of renunciation of the fruits of action of the work that you are doing. Just renounce the fruits of action. Consider that you are doing the work for the sake of doing the work. Don't focus on what I am going to get out of it. Don't focus on what lies for me ahead on this path that I am doing this work. Forget it. What you are going to get, leave it to me. I will see to it. And anyway, he is saying to it, we are unnecessarily creating this wrong impression in our mind that I am going to get that. We don't know whether actually we are going to get that or not. It is his wish. It is his will. It is his grace that is going to make it happen. So why worry about what we are going to get while doing this work? So Krishna says, just tyaga. Renounce the fruit of action that you are doing. And why this is so? Krishna says that tyaga shanti nirantaram, that everlasting peace you get instantly. We are today in this world so much used to the, getting the things instantly. So that is the beautiful way that Krishna told us in that 12th shloka of how karma phala tyaga is the greatest of all the paths that the Lord has shown us. The renouncing the fruits of action. Just perform the action. Don't run away from the action. Wholeheartedly, most sincerely, keep on performing your duties, keep on performing your task. The result will come on its own. So having told us this particular thing, now Sri Krishna is going to tell us something about the nature of the devotees. Who are such people? Who are such people who are intent on walking on the path shown by the Lord? Who are intent on becoming one with the Lord? What is their attitude? What are their characteristics? What are their qualities? So Sri Krishna is now going to tell something about such devotees who have taken the path of devotion and walking towards the Lord. Now, here in the 13th shloka, Sri Krishna has started the description and he will complete that description in the 14th shloka. So, but today on the 13th shloka, let us see what are those qualities that Sri Krishna is highlighting in such devotees. Adveṣṭā sarvabhūtānāṃ maitraḥ karuṇa evaca nirmamo nirahaṅkāraḥ samaduḥkhasukhaḥ kṣamī. What kind of person, what kind of attributes, what kind of qualities does these devotees they possess? Adveṣṭā. Adveṣṭā is one who doesn't have hatred for anybody. Nirvair. Krishna has already told us about it. So the devotee is adveṣṭā. He doesn't have hatred for any of the beings in his heart. Sarvabhūtānāṃ. Not hating for any creatures, any beings. There is no hate towards anyone. Neither human beings nor any beings from animal kingdom, nor any beings from plant kingdom, or not any beings moving, non-moving, animate, inanimate. He doesn't have hatred. He doesn't know the meaning of the word hate. Adveṣṭā sarvabhūtānāṃ maitraḥ karuṇa evaca. Who is friendly and who is compassionate to all. Who is non-hater, who is friendly and who is most compassionate to all. Maitraḥ karuṇa evaca. Nirmamo nirahaṅkāraḥ. Nirmama. He is free from me and mine, I and mine. For him, the whole creation belongs to the Lord. What his position in this creation is, the same position a tiny insect also has been given by the Lord in this creation. So, for the devotee, there is no me and mine. Everything is Lord's. Nirmama. Nirahaṅkāraḥ. There is no ahaṅkāra. There is no feeling of pride. There is no high-headedness. Nirahaṅkāraḥ. samaduḥkhasukhaḥ kṣamī. He is ever even-minded in sukha and dukkha. He is always same. Whether something good happens to him, he doesn't start jumping up and down. He doesn't get elated to show off his great happiness. Oh, see what great thing has happened to me. To him, whatever good happens is the Lord's gift. It is the Lord's grace. And dukkha, whatever bad happens, that is also the Lord's grace. That is also the Lord's giving. So why should start crying over it? Why should get so desperate and frustrated and desolate over it? So, samaduḥkhasukhaḥ. For him, the happiness and unhappiness, the joy and sorrow, the pain and pleasure, they are all these pairs of opposites. He is absolutely equi-minded in all such situations, the positive situations, negative situations. They don't make any impact on him. They don't change his attitude. They don't change. There are no mood swings. Something good happening and we straightway get onto that seventh cloud or ninth cloud, as they say, that no one is superior to us. I am the best, and all that kind of thing. And let something little bad happen, the world is gone case. There is nobody who can, appreciate the efforts that I am doing, and all those kind of things, they start happening. But a devotee, he is samaduḥkhasukhaḥ. He is same, equipoised. His mental equilibrium is always in that same state. Whether it is good happening, whether it is bad happening, whether it is joyous thing, whether it is a sorrowful thing, whether it is happier thing, whether it is unhappier thing. And then kṣamī, forbearance. Like he doesn't have adveṣṭā, he doesn't have hatred for anybody. He doesn't have the high-headedness, ahaṅkāraḥ. So naturally, he doesn't have mama. He doesn't have that egotism of me and mine. When he doesn't have this, automatically the attitude of being a kṣamī, the forbearing nature, it prevails. That he is always in the mood of forgiving even the wrongdoers, because according to him, nobody is a wrongdoer. According to him, there is no wrongdoing as such. So he is always in that mood of forgiveness. He is always in that mood of forbearance. He is always in that mood of, theek hai, so what if this is not going in my favor, if this fellow is going to harm me? It is not his intention, it is the Lord who wants it to make it that way. That is his ultimate understanding. And these are some of the qualities that Sri Krishna has elaborated to us in this 13th shloka, and he is going to further talk about such a devotee in the 14th shloka also, and the significance of having these attitudes, having these qualities, having these attributes. What is their significance from the standpoint of relationship with the Lord is concerned? So that we will see in our next reading. As of now, let us try to focus on being adveṣṭā sarvabhūtānāṃ maitraḥ karuṇa evaca nirmamo nirahaṅkāraḥ samaduḥkhasukhaḥ kṣamī. Om namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur Jai Ma. Jai Swamiji.